During the more than 10 years I've been sharing calisthenics content and trying to help people achieve their goals, I've noticed something very common. When someone starts in this sport, they often have multiple aspirations. For example, many people have a general goal of getting in shape, gaining some muscle mass, getting leaner and looking more aesthetic. But at the same time, they'd love to be able to do some signature calisthenics moves, like the muscle up, the handstand, or even a bit of planche or front lever. As we know, these exercises are not only representative of our sport, but they also have a certain special aura. In the community, they are admired and respected. The problem is that when you have multiple goals, if you don't plan properly, you risk spreading your efforts too thin. This can lead to not achieving anything, progressing too slowly, or getting frustrated. In today's video, I want to help you plan multiple goals in a way that allows you to work on them effectively and synergistically. The goal is to make the process structured, logical, and sustainable. But before we dive in, remember you can support me as a content creator by using the code JERAI on Prosis. This gives you a 10% discount on supplements, healthy food and sports equipment, plus gifts based on order size and redeemable points for more rewards. Thank you for your support. First, it's important to understand that the more goals you try to achieve at the same time, the harder it will be to plan effectively, and the lower your chances of succeeding. So, I wouldn't recommend choosing more than 2 main goals to focus on. Also, take the time to analyze your goals and find ways to create direct synergies so that one complements the other. For example, if your goal is to gain muscle mass but you also want to learn the muscle up, you can align them by selecting exercises that serve both purposes. On back and bicep training days, you could include explosive pull-ups, which will help you with both muscle growth and muscle up progression. Another example, if your main goal is to build overall strength in calisthenics but you also want to master the handstand, you could dedicate 10 minutes at the start of your push strength training day to handstand attempts. This will serve as a great warm-up while creating synergy between both goals. Now that we have covered the key considerations, let's break down how to structure your training. The first step is to establish the priority of your goals. You need to decide which one is the primary focus and which one is secondary. Once that's clear, structure your weekly training according to that priority. For instance, if you are training 4 times a week, you could dedicate 3 days to your primary goal and 1 day to your secondary goal. If your main goal is muscle growth, but you also want to achieve a muscle up, your training week could look like this. 1 day focus on hypertrophy for pushing exercises. 1 day focus on pulling exercises incorporating movements that contribute to the muscle up. 1 day dedicated to leg training, and 1 specific day for muscle up progressions, technique and drills. This way, your main focus remains on hypertrophy, but you still make steady progress towards your muscle up. In my personal case, my current main goal is to build strength in weighted calisthenics exercises, pull-ups, dips, squats and muscle-ups. However, I also want to improve my planche. To balance both, I dedicate 1 training day to each weighted movement and create synergy between my dips and planche work. Since planche training primarily involves pushing muscles, the same ones used in weighted dips, I incorporate exercises like handstand push-ups. These engage the pushing muscles needed for both dips and planche, but with a more vertical movement pattern, which is more specific to planche training. Additionally, I have a separate day where I train only planche at the park. So my weekly plan looks like this. Day 1, push with weighted dips and specific planche exercises. Day 2, pull, weighted pull-ups, plus complementary exercises. Day 3, legs, heavy squat, plus complementary exercises. Day 4, muscle up and full body with weighted muscle ups and pushing and leg exercises. And day 5, planche attempts, progressions and strengthening exercises. As you can see, I've prioritized my main goal with 4 dedicated days, created synergy between my objectives on push day and added a separate day for my secondary goal. If you are using Calisthenics app, structuring your training like this is super easy. Simply choose your main goal and follow one of our training programs, adding it to your calendar. Then, for your secondary goal, use one of our Evo routines and schedule it in your week. In future updates, we are working on automating this process, so the app does it for you. So stay tuned. I hope this helps. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram at Jerai Alonso. Also remember to use the code Jerai on Prosis. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.